Go!
Welcome one and all. A cycling Everest comprises 8,845 metres of ascent, riding up and down the same hill or mountain segment with no sleep. Naturally, I elected to commence my own little Everest in a flurry of chaos and missed the official start. Welcome, one and all, to Bike Endurance Without Mercy, doing something I said I'd never do in my life, and really, given how cold it is, the level of concern is quite high. It is an Everest. I'm going to report back shortly because I'm already late. Well, 5 minutes late for the start line. You can see people are already completing the first rep. Anyway, I'll report in shortly. Organised by Velo 29 and hunting down a Group Everest World Record, 100 of us set off on the required 67 ascents of Peslow Hill in the Peak District, which I think we can all agree is very much more intimidating than the Himalayan eminence. 55 of us needed to complete the mission in order to get the Guinness accolade. So that's a climb, about 1.3 kilometres. I'm not quite sure how much ascent on each. Over 100 metres. 67 times, yes, 130 metres, 67 times. It's a nice climb, a few steep ramps into the 15s, but perfect for an Everest. Top of the 8th rep here. There's the power. (1,100 metres), 193 average. An hour and 16 in, 59 to go. Not for a self-deluded second did I feel that this attempt would make me a lycra-clad Sir Edmund Mallory. Not even close, because 28,900 cyclists have preceded Tony and I, and many very much faster and or multiple, ridiculously, insanely multiple times. Illy Gardner, custodian of all of the world's QOMs, is the female world record holder with a time of 8 hours, 3 minutes and 29 seconds, whilst Ronan McLaughlin is the male record holder with a time of 6 hours, 40 minutes and 52 seconds. That all said, it was a massive, intimidating challenge for me. Time for a splash and dash and a shake and bake. Already on the emergency coke. Here he is, Top Cat, on rep number 18.
Morning.
I'm only on 14. How you going, TC?
Let's go.
Look at this.
And it's not raining.
TC's made a refinement to his bike.
It's not raining.
Look at that.
Little rings, less rings.
Here he goes. Top Cat was the reason I was here, because in the Lake District he'd gently coerced me into giving this a try on the basis of a great organiser, a closed road and loads of others to share the experience with, plus the added benefit of building fitness for Italy. Yeah, ethos is looking lovely. Really glistening.
Wasn't yesterday when the brakes, I'd do them.
We're feeling good at the moment.
I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
Had some bananas.
Bananas for the what?
Bit of sweets actually. I've had sweets already.
Beautiful, beautiful. And off he goes into the sunset. I'm feeling okay on number 14. 1,900 metres of ascent. It's a good climb. I've got a 34 in the rear, 36 in the front. Hopefully that'll be easy enough as I fatigue. Hey Tom, how you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling all right so far, Phil. Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, thought we're nearly a quarter of the way, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Long day, right?
Loving the bike.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And look at this. Gold chain.
Yes. I had to remove my preferred black and gold chain because I needed a longer one, obviously, for the cassette on here. But
I love the accessorisation. Beautiful. Let's get you a nice shot here.
it's all about the accessory. It doesn't matter how fast you are. So
Yeah. Style over
Yeah.
substance. That's my motto.
Come and see me again when it's raining and see how cheerful I sound.
Yeah. I'll be somewhat less cheerful if it's
Yeah.
rainy.
It is indeed only a hill. Get over it. So, this is number 17, just completing. Only 50 to go. Excuse me. Why am I doing this? An opportunity to do an Everest with a load of other people, firstly, on a very nice hill. It is a Goldilocks hill. Exactly the right gradient and distance. Good recovery on the descent. Consistent reps thus far. But mainly it is to build the fitness for the Maratona. That is the main effort today. I am wanting to complete it though. Onwards. Gonna get below 50 next. That joke's starting to wear a bit thin now. Anyway, I think this is number 24. 3,300 metres of climbing, 60 kilometres, half of it downhill though. And the rain has been, well, quite profuse for a while. Still feeling okay. But a long, long way to go. A mere 5,500 metres of ascent. Ascent number 27 in the bag, just the equivalent of a mammoth to go. 3,760 odd metres up. Believe it or not, the event is stopped for a tractor to ascend. So F1 style, it's like a free pit stop this, getting in the cars. Look at that. Adequate. I think that's 34 time. Halfway. Look at this. 81 kilometres, 4,400 and coming up 50 metres. But I am starting to fatigue. Gonna have a little break and maybe a change of clothes. Cheers. Woo-wee!
Consistent reps and power for the first 5.5 hours, including 20 minutes stopped. I was just taking on carbs and fresh bottles at the stops. However, starting to ebb a little bit and I miscounted my reps, only 32 completed. But, notwithstanding what I'm about to say, the size of the challenge was now apparent, as was the personal accomplishment of completing it, which is like nectar for me. So I was ever more committed to delivering my part of the team mission.
Now, my ideal world, I get in a car and I go home with Jane. However, the benefit of doing something like this with a load of other people is I am going to get on a bike and descend. It's cold, wet, I've done 4,500 metres of climbing. That's more than adequate in my book, more than adequate. Anyway, onwards. One mammoth under the belt, albeit with about 80 kilometres less of distance. I am increasingly struggling to hold this average of 190 watts. Really starting to fatigue. Onwards. Rep number 40. Dear oh dear oh dear. The level of fatigue is high. Just dropped below the 190. And look what I see. I see a beard. I see a bike. I see someone who's just completed the Mallorca 312. How do, Aki? You alright?
How you doing, mate? You good?
Oh, good to see you, sir. Boosh. Oh man.
How many laps you done?
40.
40?
40, yeah.
Are you counting them down every time you get to the bottom?
More or less. But no. No, he's in the head.
It's all in the head.
Oh man. Aki's not seeing me in my best. So how are you feeling after the 312, sir?
Not bad, you know. Looking forward to Dragon Ride. So I've got
The dragon, oh dearie dear.
a few miles in my legs now. Did a few hard dances recently, so.
Oh, yeah, you're getting it right.
Yeah.
And can I say, let me definitely say, the beard is absolutely resplendent, especially with the breeze.
It's all windswept. Isn't
It flows.
You really need to get one grown.
No, I do. But that is it's not just a beard on a bike. Not just just any beard on the bike. This is the beard. I know, from Damocles. It's beautiful. It's good to see you, Aki.
It doubles up as a buff.
Here's a little trick I learned on the Horry. It's a good trick. Potatoes. Jane made these in the air fryer. Salty. Not sugary. Very nice. Oh man. Very good.
On Mount Everest itself, climbers who ascend higher than 8,000 metres enter what's called the death zone. And in this area, oxygen is so limited that the body's cells start to die and judgment becomes impaired. Similar occurred to me around 6,000 metres of ascending on Peaslow Hill in the Peak District.
Top Cat and Alison, how's it going? Jane? We're having a bit of a moment, Tony and I. Boy, do I not want to get back on a bike. 6,200 metres, change of clothes, feeling a bit more fresh, but I'll quite happily get an Uber home. 9 hours, 6,700 metres of elevation, and I have been, well, in a little dark place all of my own. Very difficult to get going again after the big stop and change, but just trying to pedal myself back into it. .100 metres, 50 ascents, probably about 40 too many in all honesty, but the emergency coke is back on the deck. I think it's in my fifth, maybe fourth, I've got no idea. Oh, I've been struggling to hold like 210, 220 on the climbs. We'll see what I got, but oh dear me, it is attritional, proper attritional. Cheers. To say the good ship Endurance without mercy does not want to set sail would be an understatement, but I'm going to set sail. Can't even clip in.
What was once 190 watts average up and down had become 164. I was 2.5 hours in the death zone, climbing just 1,700 metres, and this brought down my overall power average from 190 to 181. But at this stage, my desire to do this once and well was still burning strong.
I feel like a rat leaving the sinking ship. I've got to go back down that way. And it says, even though I've got 8,100 metres on the elevation on the actual Wahoo Bolt, it says I've got another 9 ascents to do, which is like 1,400 metres. I do not like that arithmetic. See you in a minute.
Someone's just told me you need 170k on your distance to have completed it.
Can you film the next one?
Yep.
The next one's the Everest on the Bolt.
Okay. Go on, home run. There you go, it really did happen.
That's the Everest of the Wahoo Bolt.
So one more?
To go.
3 more, okay.
One more.
One more.
I emerged from the death zone very much like a bedraggled butterfly exiting its cocoon, coming back to life in a final stint to get the last 9 reps completed pretty consistently. It took me 1 hour 39 minutes, no stopping.
Last one, Phil.
Last one.
Last one. Well done.
Thank Christ.
Easy.
Oh yeah. Proper easy.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Well done.
Cheers, Andrew, and respect to you for supporting Joanne Clay to complete her first Everest.
Remember to go under the gantry.
I'd never intended or wanted to complete an Everest in my cycling adventures, but the pleasure of pushing way outside my comfort zone and getting this done was immeasurable. So huge thanks to Tony for persuading me and to all at Velo 29 for organising an impeccable event and keeping us safe and motivated. Including the stop time, it took me 12 hours, 41 minutes, averaging 179 watts. A tad slower than Illy or Ronan.
Me again.
Did you do 10,000?
No. 9.
Sensible.
As you can see, solid that.
Not a good one.
I blame all of this on you. You know that.
We want to be free.
But we are free. We are free
Do whatever you
on
want.
the Peaslow climb. Job done. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. But I'm happy with it. Tony, thank you for making me do it. I'm looking for all kinds of gains for the Maratona.
Should be easy. Should be easy.
I think a little bit of recovery before then.
Do you feel like Chris Bonington, the adventurer? We need to grow a beard.
There's a car coming.
Okay.
Weirdly.
Dear, oh dear. I love it though. We want to be free to do what we want to do. Medals. This is a well-deserved medal.
Yeah, that's good.
Look at that. Thank you very much.
Come get your medal picture.
Velo 29.
Finish this up.
The only reason I did Velo 29, the only reason I've done an Everest is because you laid it on. You didn't lay on the weather, but you laid on all the people. Thank you. Medals. Oh dear me. And a very appropriate song comes on. Sit down. I'm going to sit down, lie down, rest day. I don't ever think I'm going to get back on a bike. No, I'm only joking. Maratona is incoming. Sit down. There is one person that makes this happen. She's freezing. And the same for Tony, Alison. Dear oh dear, we are lucky, Tony. We are fortunate. Fortunate. See you. Oh, you can't do this, but see you in Italy, Alison. See you in Italy. Maratona beckons for the gains and the speed. Jane, we're getting in the car and we're going. We ain't ever coming back to this hill.
No Group Everest World Record this time, falling just too short, but tantalisingly close. However, if you want to experience the supreme rush of endorphins on the final reps, the community on the hill, and bring the record back to Britain, join Velo 29 and Mr. Akey and his resplendent beard upon Specialised bike in June 25. Sign up now, link is in the description.